since I was younger. I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with me.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. Trillium beer tonight. Haven't reviewed a Trillium beer since I had Never and Again with my man Nathan Ryerson on his channel. Left a bad taste in my mouth, literally. Yeah. This is Dialed In. The recent batch of Dialed In, I reviewed the first batch of Dialed In, which was hopped with Nelson and I think like Sauvignon Blanc juice or something. This one's Galaxy hopped and it's brewed with Pinot Gris juice. Maybe it's the same juice, Pinot Gris juice, I don't know. 8.5% alcohol by volume. This was canned on October 10th, so it is 16 days old, almost 3 weeks. And it says answer your telephone. Trillium, now it just says brewed in Massachusetts, so I don't know if this was brewed in Boston or Canton, but they are brewing massive batches of beer these days, which is really, really cool if you're a fan of Trillium beer. I think this beer, it might be sold out now, but I think this stuck around for like 2 weeks, which is pretty amazing when you think about Treehouse, and it just shows how big of batches Trillium's brewing. This beer, their beers stick around for a couple weeks. Treehouse, they'll do cans on Wednesday. On their first day of cans is Wednesday, so they'll do a canning run Tuesday and Wednesday, and those cans are always selling out same day. So I think Trillium's doing like 1,500 cases of beer as opposed to Treehouse doing like 500. So they're doing triple the volume of beer. Hopefully Treehouse will be that way once they move to their new facility, but who knows. Dialed In, there were some issues with I got a couple bottles of that. I think I gave that beer like a 99 or something. I drank that on camera, and then as I was finishing it, it had that crazy yeasty Trillium burn, and I wasn't able to finish my bottle. So that was one of the first Trillium beers, and I talked about on a different video that I poured the last half of that bottle. So Nathan brought some of this to Idaho, but we had been drinking the whole weekend. I remember liking this, but I don't really remember how awesome it was. So want to get a review up. Got to thank my man Leo for sending this one. We're going to use our Dialed In glassware because we are part of the PGG, and that's just the way it goes. Proper glassware makes beer taste better. It's a proven fact. I've done hours of research on this, and it is true. So let's go ahead and get her poured, see what she's got. And as per usual with Trillium, it pours like juice. Not disgusting gravy, but this looks like actual juice. So, oh, and shout outs to rotary phones, right? Just like we said the last one. If you guys ever had rotary phones, the struggle was real. So yeah, it looks like pineapple juice in the glass. Not much of a head on this one. Half a finger bright white. It's dissipating really, really quickly. We talked about this in the Never and Again video. I think these Trillium beers are hopped so highly that they don't generate massive heads. It's really, really weird. And the head that does generate, they dissipate really, really quick. So really tight white bubbles. It's like pillowy, soft looking. It looks amazing in the glass. So did I mention this was brewed with Galaxy this time? Galaxy and grape juice, or grape, whatever it is, juice. So interested to see what she smells and tastes like. So let's go ahead and shove our nose in it. Wow, this is very vinous. Smells like grape. It honestly right now smells like grape juice. It's really, really grapey. Crazy. Like, it smells like a glass of white wine. So much grape that it's masking the Galaxy, which is kind of a bummer right now. But it is. I could sit here and try and pull other descriptors out of my ass. It's not going to happen. It literally smells like a glass of white wine. It smells very dry. It's effervescent in my nose, but it's straight white grapes. It's crazy. There's nothing else. It's just being dominated by grape juice right now. This has been sitting out too for about 10 minutes, so I was hoping that with the chill being off of it, I'd be able to get everything out of it, but maybe it's just so, I don't know how much grape juice is in this beer, but it legit smells like a glass of grape juice. No malts to speak of. As this is warming a little bit, I'm getting like just a faint bin of tropical fruits. It smells like kind of pineapple-y, but it's straight grape juice. White wine. So, Leo, thank you, sir. Cheers. Much more tropical on palate. super green. But it does. It's really, really, really white wine forward. This tastes like, it's funny. This tastes like a white wine barrel aged beer right now. It's crazy. Really, really bitter too, right on the middle of my tongue, lingering. It's super hoppy, but the hops are being masked by grapes. It literally tastes like a glass of white grape juice. That's crazy. You are getting tropical fruits. Again, it's like pineapple-y, which I get a lot of Galaxy hops, but this is just, it's weird. It's really, really vinous, however you say it. Who gives a fuck how you say that word? I'm going to say vinous from here on out. So anyone who wants to correct me, feel free to. I'm not going to change. I like how vinous sounds. It sounds better. Shout out to the vinous crew. It's not vinous. But it is. It's so white wine forward and grapey. It's not off-putting, but I wish I could taste the Galaxy, and I can't. It feels hoppy, though, on my tongue. It's bitter. You get that green kind of herbaceous thing, but it's not really an herbaceous thing. It's like a really green grape thing. This review sucks. I'm saying the same thing over and over. I can't find anything else. I will say it doesn't have the yeasty burn that the first bottle of Dialed In had, which is awesome. I like the bitterness that's sitting on my tongue. The mouth feels awesome. It's really full, almost to that chewy mouth feel. 8.5%. You're not tasting alcohol, which is amazing. Couldn't smell it either. I mean, unless you thought you were smelling a glass of white wine, then you would say, "Oh, this smells like alcohol." But really, really bummed that this one's like. It's just. I wish there was more Galaxy present. I wish that was like if there was more tropical fruits in this, it would. I just think it would balance it out a lot more. If you like Nelson hops, I know this isn't hopped with Nelson, but it's so white wine and grape forward. This tastes like a Nelson beer. So if you like that, you'll love this beer. I have another can of this. I'm going to sit on it for a little bit. It's hard to grade this beer. I don't really know what to grade it. I like it. I enjoy that vinous kind of thing that's going on. They brewed it with Galaxy. The Columbus is there. It's bitter. It's got an earthy, I don't know, it's earthy and kind of grassy bitter on the middle of my tongue. I just wish the Galaxy was there, and it's not. Well-made beer, though. Easy drinking. Doesn't drink like an 8.5% beer. I don't know what to grade this. I would say it's an A beer, A-. It's not my favorite Trillium beer. And I liked the other version of Dialed In better than this one. So, I don't know. 92, 93, A-. Like I said, I have another can of this. I'm going to sit on it for a little bit and see if it's different in a couple weeks. So, yeah, that's Dialed In. Double IPA brewed with Pinot, Gris juice, and Galaxy hops. You will notice that it has a red logo now. I think the last one had a green one. So if you guys have had it, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you as always for watching. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.